Gonna be building a corner reptile enclosure for my bearded dragons today. Stay tuned. Starting off with this 3/4 inch thick plywood, 4 by 8 foot. I'm gonna be making a corner unit double tiered for 2 pairs of reptiles. Tools I'm gonna be using today is gonna be my skill saw, drill, pencil, measuring tape. You're gonna want a square, straight edge, probably a level. Just basic tools, really. You don't need to have any of the nice stuff. Just something basic saw, basic drill, screwdriver. Probably gonna be pre-drilling holes to keep the wood from splitting, since I'm using plywood. And I'm gonna start by ripping these boards down. I need them to be 3 foot wide, 6 foot high for the build I'm making today. Sidewalls cut down to 4.5 by 4 each piece, so for my L. I'm gonna do some sanding, get them sanded down, ready for stain. Building the base right now. So far, that's all I've got. Made a couple of changing plans, but it's gonna be coming along. We got our 2 walls cut out. So I framed out the base, and then here's my second level, which is going to be about 3 foot off the base. So I've got my base framed and built. It's just simple L-shaped framing. I'm going to be covering this. So this is my floor of my tier 1. I'm going to have tile covering that. I'm building up my second tier right now, and I'll keep you updated. So I've cut 5 or so of these here, the 1x2s, to 30 inches. This is what's gonna raise to my second tier here. So now I'm gonna frame this in, kind of reinforce it all, and it's also gonna. I like to add glue between where I'm joining. And this is going in there pretty nice. Looks like I got a little split here. I was hoping I didn't do that. I also have been pre-drilling, so that doesn't happen. But I think I just dug it in too deep is what happened. I got a little trigger happy. And so I'll just go ahead and glue that back down and clamp it down, and it should be alright. So I'm pretty much building this thing in 2 pieces just to get it in my house, because it's going to stand probably just over 6 feet tall. So I kind of got the base going on, building the second tier, and then what I'm going to do from there is take it inside in pieces, finish building it inside. I said earlier in the video I'm going to be tiling the base for them, so I don't want to put any substrate in there or anything. It's going to be I've decided I'm going to be running my corner 30-inch 1x2s. I'm going to connect glue and screw them like this, and this is going to be something like this. So this is going to be one corner where my sliding glass doors would come from this way to this way, from here. You'll better understand it once it's installed. I'm trying to do this all with one hand, or with 2 hands. Record with one hand and hold everything together with the other. So bear with me. Sorry guys, unfortunately I haven't really been keeping up with this video, but here's an idea of where I'm at. The bottom there is going to be that's my base frame. That's pretty much, I'm going to make it into some sort of storage or something. This here is my bigger section of the cage, L-shape enclosure. And I'm working on the top right now. Excuse the mess out here, guys. I've stained this to my liking. I'm going to put a clear coat over it when it's all said and done. I'm pretty much building this in sections because I'm going to have to take it inside and put it together due to the sizing and my not so big front door opening. So I'm building it by tier, and then I'm going to connect the tiers inside. Everything's being done with pocket screws and just standard drills and saw. Really, obviously the better tools you have, the easier it'll be for you. I wish I had a table saw and a miter saw, but I'm working with just my skill saw and my drills. I think it's going to be alright. Some of the wood's not perfectly cut, but it's alright because it's all going to be. Now we take it apart, we're going to go ahead and waterproof it. Make sure it's nice and waterproof so it doesn't get any wood damage or mold growing or anything like that. You want a thick layer on there, but make sure it's all smoothed out. It'll pretty much dry smooth. This also acts as has cooling elements. It's pretty much a what is it? The word I'm looking for? Insulation. So it's going to insulate the cage, the enclosure, I should say, and keep the moisture out, keep the temps where they need to be. Waterproof the inside of it with this for the inside of the walls. Got my hole cut out. I'm going to cover it with this screen here to keep them from touching the direct light bulbs and mount that right down. So here's another update. I've stained the outside. Got all that stained up and ready. And the inside's pretty much finished. Well, not finished, but ready to be finished. See if I can get some light in here. I changed my mind about the lighting. I had already cut them out and had my lights up in there, but I stuck the pieces back in there and sealed it, and I'm gonna waterproof everything in here, so it's gonna all be resealed and re-resined, and I'm gonna actually install interior lights, hardwired. So that's where I'm at. So I guess I wasted my money on all this extra stuff. I've hardwired a double and a single for both the top and the bottom. So I'll have a double there and a single on both the top and bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and drill the holes out for those, for the wires, and get these guys installed, or actually drill the holes out, then finish my waterproofing and painting inside, and then get the lights installed. Another update. I've ultimately decided to go with the Repti carpet, and made him a little hangout area up top. I have a hangout area underneath that. Again, you got my lights. I already got that. And I'm going to be laying the carpet in here today. And I've actually changed my mind on the doors. I'm going to be doing plexiglass doors. I got to clean a lot of this stuff up also still. I'll be doing plexiglass doors on hinges to give me more room. Alright, so I've changed my mind like 100 times on how this is all going to go. Here's my update now that I've made my mind up. Okay. I'm going to be laying reptile carpet all down there, in there. Linoleum was a fail, but it still works as a barrier, so I'm cool with it. I've decided on plexiglass cabinet style doors. I love it. I'm going to be installing the second one now. So here we are with the top doors on. And stained, not too bad. Now I gotta lay the reptile carpet in the bottom section and get ready to put those doors on. I haven't built those doors yet, so I gotta frame them out and build them. Need to also pick up some hardware, but these guys can move up in here tonight with their lighting and their new home. We could actually set it up and decorate it. I don't know if they'll live in there tonight, but we'll actually set it up. It'll be ready to live in tonight. And get continued on this one. I still have to build a second level on this one and figure out how I want to do all that. The bottom's just going to be storage, maybe cabinet doors and storage. So, top level vent installed, ready for moving. You're so beautiful.
Look. Then, what? Ooh! Cheese.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Here's the finished product. Everyone's still sleeping, so the lights haven't kicked on up here yet. You guys have a second tier. I'm gonna go ahead and just finish cleaning it up and get them going. What's up, Tanner? There's Lizzo back there. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, follow me for future builds and videos like this one, or like this one here that I did recently too.